Hello, Leo. I'm the Mediumistic Mama, and I will be doing a love reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for love in June. We're going to be looking at some past energies, also what is coming up, and some advice from Spirit. So let's get right into it. And first of all, we got the Queen of Wands. I see that you're really taking stock. I'm getting taking stock of your life and looking at the relationships that might no longer be serving you. And I'm talking in general relationships. That's what I'm getting so far. And you're really standing your ground, and you are cutting out. I know this is the Queen of Wands, but I'm getting that you are cutting out the relationships that are no longer serving you and no longer working. And you're really being ruthless with this because you are tired of being taken advantage of. You're tired of always being there for people and them not reciprocating and not being there for you as well. Because we have the Ten of Pentacles. You know, you want the relationship and the life. You want you want everything, the family home, the family dog, the family, and you are not willing to accept anything less. And so you're really you're looking at what's not working for you, and you're making cuts. Okay, you're making cuts. Okay, Spirit, let's get another card on the past energies. Yeah, and it's the Three of Pentacles. You want teamwork. You want a team player. You want somebody that's going to be there for you no matter what. I feel like in the past, so now we're talking about a partner relationship. You want somebody that's going to be there for you, like a ride or die, because that's who you are, and that's what you are. That's what you expect of yourself, and that's what you're willing to give. So you want nothing less than that. And I get that you're being pretty ruthless about it, but that's the way to be. You're standing in your power and you're saying, no more. I'm not going to allow anyone to take advantage of me or take energy from me if I'm not giving it on my own accord and receiving it back. And it feels like a really great, powerful energy that you're in. Okay, so, and this is all from the past energy, but what has brought you to your current position here. So you're really, we have the High Priestess, and I feel like you are really looking at your intuition, and I feel like you're kind of going back over some past situations, and you're looking at the red flags in like past relationships and seeing how you passed over them and looking at how those red flags come up in your intuition. You're going back and looking over what those moments feel like inside you when you are getting a red flag from someone, right? I hope that makes sense, so that you can use that in the future and be like, oh, wait a minute, this feeling is familiar, tied to that person doing that thing, and it sets off like an intuitive ping inside of you where you know that it's just not right. It just doesn't feel right, and you're becoming attuned to that feeling so that when you recognize it, you're not going to let it pass by like maybe you have in the past. You're going to acknowledge it and deal with it in the moment. So that's really great, because that takes a lot of self-awareness and reflection, and you're really stepping more into your intuition. So that's really great. You're also stepping out of your comfort zone here, because in the past you may have been a little bit more closed off with your heart, or protecting your heart from past hurts or from people that have taken advantage of you. Now you're realizing and finding ways to where you can take some of those walls down, and you can open yourself up and open your heart up without being too vulnerable to get hurt. So you do have the awareness that you have blocked yourself off, and you're looking at that and trying to take these walls down so that you can be open for someone to come in. And you're looking out and wondering if this really can happen for you. And what I'm getting is that there's a comfort zone that you had been stuck in the past with holding these walls up, and you're sort of starting to break out of the comfort zone. You are acknowledging that there is a sort of protection that you are giving yourself. You're holding yourself back, and you're seeing that, and you're contemplating on how you want to approach that and how you want to move through and out of that comfort zone, because you realize that it's holding you back and putting you in a box. And I feel like you're no longer willing to have what results you get out of relationships from that stance. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's look at what energy is coming to you now. What is coming up for you? What is coming towards you with romantic relationships in June? Oh, okay. 5 of Wands. So there might be some conflict right now, either internally or within a relationship if you are in one. But I'm feeling more strongly that this is an internal conflict, and it feels like this battle between letting go and trusting, even though you've been hurt before. And that's a tough choice to make, right? But not everybody is our past person, and not everybody is the person that set out to hurt us. And if we can change that energy of why we attracted that type of person in the first place, then we can change the energy and change our vibration, and therefore change the type of person that we attract and are attracted to. Oh, okay, let's see. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you would rather just be locked in your bedroom or your house and just be by yourself, but you know that that's not going to fulfill your life, and it's not going to bring you that 10 of Cups. It's not going to bring you that partnership that you really, really desire. And you might have been kind of holding back and keeping yourself secluded a little bit, but on the flip side of that, I feel like if you have been doing that it's been beneficial. Like you've learned a lot out of the situation of holding back and retreating from people and retreating into your own sort of, I feel like it's sort of like your own peaceful garden, right? And you've been tending to it, and now it's time to go out and put ourselves out there and see what returns to us, and take what resonates, because all of this could be happening within a relationship. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords that came out now. So I feel like there's also some mental conflict on if it's possible to achieve, again, what you really want. And there's just some internal, again, this is all internal stuff. This is internal conflict, and sometimes getting stuck in that loop in our mind, and just wondering if it's worth it. Like, is it worth it? I just feel like you're saying, is it worth it to put myself out there and get out there and meet people and do this whole thing again? Or even if you're in a relationship, is it worth it to try again? Is it worth it to put in the effort? And Spirit is saying only you know that, but you've learned a lot on this venture. You've learned a lot, and kind of don't get stuck in your mind. All this is like what's coming towards you now is you getting stuck in your own mind. So they're saying drop down into your heart and know that, you know, again, if we change our energy, and also the awareness that you have now has really brought you to a new place. So trust in yourself and trust in the universe and trust that love is available and you are capable of finding it and achieving it. Okay, let's get some advice. Okay, Judgment. Okay, okay, so what Spirit is saying with this advice is to look at childhood traumas, look at early childhood traumas that originally, your like original heartbreak, whether it was with your mother or your father or another family member, but they're saying, look at the original heartbreak and the childhood trauma, and that will guide you to healing that doing some shadow work around that so that you can refresh your energy and again attract something new. Okay, so that's advice. So let's see. Let's take one more card here for advice from Spirit. Yeah, and they're saying you don't have to be stuck in that. You don't have to be stuck in that. You can find that and clear that for yourself. And if you do, it's going to bring you the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. And, you know, your wish is a partnership, a home, a family, and you just have to do a little bit more work to get there. Okay, I hope this has been helpful, Leo. I wish you all the best in love in June and beyond. Thank you for watching. I would love it if you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel so I can send you more videos. Thank you so much. Sending you much love.